Black coffee.
This is the Exchange Coffee Podcasting Network. Coffee people talking to coffee people about coffee and things coffee adjacent. This episode of Ristretto is brought to you by Covoya Specialty Coffee, where coffee is always a collaborative voyage. Welcome to episode 11 of Ristretto, Short Shots, Any Subject. For this episode, Todd Mackey joined members of our Mexico and Central America team in an online chat to talk about our upcoming Grow event in Chiapas, February 23rd through 26th. After very successful events in Colombia and Guatemala, we are very excited to be headed to Mexico.
Well, welcome everyone. It's awesome to get together. Byron, Luis, Jose Miguel, thank you so much for making the time ahead of our third iteration of the Grow event, which will be taking place in Mexico this year, which is very exciting. I wanted to just welcome you guys and offer the chance initially to introduce yourself, share a little with our listeners of where you are working from, your role, and maybe one thing you're excited about for Grow as we look forward to it in February of 2026. Maybe we can begin with you, Jose Miguel, and we'll pass along to Luis and to Byron from there.
Sure thing. Thank you so much, Don Todd. Hello, everyone. My name is Jose Miguel Arenas. I'm from Mexico, based in Mexico. And I'm handling nowadays the specialty coffee business for OFI Mexico, working hand by hand with Covoya US and Covoya Europe, kind of to develop the market here in Mexico and sharing with you the amazing coffee that we have here for you. Why I am excited about Grow Mexico? Well, it would be in a very, very beautiful city named San Cristóbal de las Casas in Chiapas, the state of Chiapas, which is the most important state in terms of coffee production for Mexico. And well, we are going to visit farmers. We are going to have a really, really cool event where there would be people from all around the world. And I'm very, very excited because I have the opportunity to showcase how beautiful is Mexico and hope that all of you enjoy.
Awesome. Thank you, Jose Miguel. Luis.
Thank you, Todd. It's a pleasure to be here today to share with you and your audience our expectations for Grow 2026 here in Mexico. I am Luis Lopez. I'm the General Director of OFI Mexico. Have been involved in the coffee business for the 30 plus years. I stopped counting a few years back, but very excited about what we are planning to do for next year. If you ask me how can I summarize my expectations, I would try to use three words. One, exciting. Two, surprising. Three, diversity. I feel that what we are trying to put together for our guests can be summarized on those three words. There will be a lot of surprises. They will be able to witness lots of diversity, and everything will be really exciting.
Awesome. Thank you, Luis. So nice to look forward to connecting in Chiapas together. I have such wonderful memories of when we first met and you were heading up the business in Uganda. Josh and I speak of this pretty often. We go back to that awesome trip where we shared time. So looking very much forward to that, but I'll pass it along to Byron then.
Thanks, Todd. I'm Byron Holcomb. I'm from the US. I've been working with OFI for almost 7 years now, based here in Guatemala City. I'm the regional specialty manager, and my two focus countries are Mexico and Guatemala. I have to concur with Jose Miguel. I think what I'm most excited about is having like another Grow, which I think each Grow has been different, but also like really engaging and inspiring. It kind of like, I think one of the comments from last year is it reminded the person why they joined coffee, because you get to see everything in one place. And that's really, really special at origin, which is, yeah, I think even more unique. And then to do it in San Cristóbal de las Casas, which is one of my favorite cities in Central America, and the hotel we're staying in was just like crazy beautiful, like very simple, like nothing over the top, but just aesthetically, it's really, breathtaking. That's what I'm most looking forward to, is that having that experience again in a grow setting in San Cristóbal de las Casas.
Yeah, no, it's an origin from the U.S. perspective, obviously the nearest neighbor and coffee growing origin, but one that has in the last 3 to 5 seasons taken a whole new place in the specialty coffee sort of hive mind. Means so much more, I think, than prior to that time to many, many green coffee buyers. And so I think it's super exciting to look at putting the Grow event in this context and to learn and understand more about an origin that seems to have dynamics from like an internal domestic consumption versus export dynamic. Like it seems completely unique. Maybe this is something, Luis, you'd be willing to speak to. I know you will, to our attendees there, but to you and to Jose Miguel, I mean, what makes Mexico so different, just very basically put, as an origin, and why should a roaster consider joining?
Well, first of all, Todd, I believe that I truly believe that we have fantastic coffees. Okay, it is only recently that we have been on topping the quality and discovering the fantastic coffees that Mexico has to offer. But it is not only the cup profile, it is also the diversity of the people that produces this coffee. We have, in general terms, 3 or 4 growing areas, each of them very unique in several aspects. The size of the farmers, the type of farmers that grow the coffee, the climates, the soils. Basically, we have Veracruz in one hand, Oaxaca in the other, and then the largest of all, Chiapas, which in itself has a variety of landscapes and areas where coffee is grown. So it is, number one, quality of the coffee, which is fantastic. Second, diversity in terms of, with diversity, I mean, we have various types of coffees, various origins that we can offer, and also various communities that grow those coffees. So that is there. And also, and specifically, I have found, as you mentioned, we met in Uganda, 10 years ago, basically. That was entirely new for me. But after having developed a career in Central America, I went to Africa thinking that I knew just about everything. I learned a lot. And then after being in Africa, I came to Mexico for the first time. And again, it started all over. From day one, I started to learn and to be totally amazed with the things that I found here in terms of coffee and the people who grows coffee. The experience has been very, very unique. And we would like to share with the attendees to grow that uniqueness that Mexico has to offer.
Awesome. Yeah. And along with that, I mean, there's going to be a full program of presentations. We have some panels lined up featuring on all matters from like the mountain water processing of decaffeinated coffee that is unique to Mexico. We're taking a focus on our shared Café de las program and connecting with various producers within that program and focusing on women producers. And then, of course, we have Joel Schuler, who will be joining us, who is really, I mean, maybe Byron, you could speak more to Joel's background and his credentials in terms of like what he brings in terms of presenting on processing for the group, which should be pretty exciting as well.
Joel has always been he was on my list of people to meet for a long, long time. And then living in Brazil, and he was living in Brazil at the same time, we crossed paths. And it's a really inspiring story. I think a lot of us coffee professionals were like, we want to do something. We want to make a difference. We want to support coffee, progress coffee. And Joel is from the US. He has a small roastery in Texas and called Casa Brazil, and decided to move his entire family to Brazil. His wife is Brazilian. He was a professional soccer player there for a bit. To Lavras, which is a pretty small community, a small town in Minas, to study coffee and get his master's degree in coffee and actually try to contribute on the scientific level to the progress of quality coffee. And his master's was absolutely brilliant. And since then, he's still there. And he's worked with CQI, and he actually gave me my Q Processing 3-level certification. He's been all over the world. And when it comes to processing, not just kind of I did this once and saw it, but I understand the science behind it. I understand the people behind it. And like some of the other staff we have here in OFI, he's got a giant heart as well. And so it's going to be really exciting to hear from Joel.
That's awesome. I didn't realize he was a professional footballer. You're saying he was a footballer in Brazil? He's got a storied past. Yeah, I look forward to unpacking that one with him. Such a cool lineup. I mean, the topics that we're going to cover, I'm super excited. I can't wait. This will be, like I said earlier in the rundown here, this is the third Grow event. So we're looking back on 2 successful events. We had just met and hosted in Antigua, Guatemala in May of 25, just a few short months ago. Feels almost like forever with the coffee trading landscape this past year, but we had the inaugural Grow event in Armenia, Colombia before that. I think having had such great success, with the really simple vision of bringing together our team focused on specialty and introducing key producers to our team and our customers, we've seen a great success and building interest. There's loads of people who've attended these who want to return. There's new customers and partners in our supply chains upstream and down that we're looking forward to bringing to Chiapas together. Jose Miguel, what can we look forward to from you and the team coffee wise? Are there any samples that attendees can look forward to tasting? Will we see some different and more dynamic lots from Mexico as part of the cupping part of the program?
Yeah, Todd. Well, basically, we are planning to have, let's say, 2 segments of coffee. The regional is one that we have basically offered to all of you, and that all the roasters have the chance to taste. And additionally, we will be having a second cupping session considering top lots, top specialty, not only from Mexico, but from all around Central America, Andean region, and Mexico. So yeah, we are very much eager to have you here to cup these amazing cups. And additionally, the advantage of being in Chiapas is that you will not only have the chance to have a nice cupping session, but at the same time to have or to live for 1-2 days the amazing stories that Chiapas has. No, I mean, as mentioned by Don Luis, you will have this kind of experience of having smallholders who produces their coffee organically, female farmers who are really, really eager to share with us their experience, their amazing coffee. And that's something that we really, really appreciate, since behind these cups of coffee, you have as well this kind of nice story. You will have a wonderful experience in terms of how these farmers live and how they perform the activities, no? Because at the end, we will be in harvest season. So you will have a taste of what is being a farmer for at least one day. So looking forward to have this kind of experience with all of you.
I think I speak on behalf of all of our listeners in thanking the 3 of you for setting aside a few minutes amidst a crazy day, I'm sure. And we look forward to, on the back of all of the year-end holidays and getting into the new year, to joining you at the end of February in Chiapas and putting on a fantastic event together. Thank you so much, Don Luis. Thank you so much, Jose Miguel and Byron. Any parting words or anything you'd like to say before we wrap?
Todd, I believe that this will be a unique experience. The attendees will be amazed not only with the quality of the coffees that Mexico has to offer, but also the people. Something that I found really, really amazing is and especially in Chiapas, no, when you visit these smallholder farmers, you really feel the love that they have for what they do, the love that they have for coffee. And the event will take place during the peak of the harvest season. So we will have the chance to see the full experience of coffee producing, coffee milling, but more importantly, to appreciate the love that the farmers have for what they do. That is really unique.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful. We can't wait to join you for it. So make sure, if you haven't registered yet, for Grow 2026, February in Mexico, in Chiapas, do so today. And we'll see you soon, friends. Thank you so much for taking the time.
You've been listening to Ristretto, Short Shots, Any Subject. Executive producer for the Exchange Coffee Podcasting Network is me, Mike Ferguson. Our Ristretto theme music is Espresso Bar by Hans Hofken. If you've enjoyed this or any podcast on the Exchange Coffee Podcasting Network, please do all the things: like, subscribe, tell 3 friends. Right now, I'll wait. You'll find a link to our listener survey in the show notes. Please take the survey.
Please, I'm begging you.
And remember 2 things. You can always email us at theexchange@covoya.com, and Black Coffee is performed by the one and only Ella Fitzgerald.